A startling discovery has ignited the cryptocurrency community and has the potential to fundamentally alter the current state of the world economy. Newly released documents from the US Federal Reserve suggest that XRP, yes, Ripple's XRP, may be at the center of a historic shift that might see the US dollar replaced. According to these documents, XRP is apparently being considered for direct integration into FedNow, the Federal Reserve's real-time payment system. Due to the fact that XRP was battling for its life a few years ago against the same SEC that is now a part of a system that is seriously considering using it for national and international payments, is what makes this so startling. That change is paradigm shifting and beyond bullish. And now some analysts are estimating that XRP will be worth an incredible $10,000 per token in the future due to insider rumors and growing institutional interest. This goes beyond simple chart programming speculation. In a post-dollar era, XRP has the potential to become the global bridge asset that can manage high-frequency transactions and enormous liquidity on a scale that currency just cannot match. Let's examine what it seems the leaked reports suggest. First, the Federal Reserve's response to quick settlement in the digital age is FedNow, which debuted in 2023. It enables real-time, round-the-clock money transfers between US banks and financial institutions. Then 100 billion XRP, no inflation, and no limitless printing makes it a sensible substitute in a world where debt-based fiat currencies are prevalent. It becomes even more interesting at this point. It has been revealed that Ripple officials have been meeting with central banks behind closed doors to discuss possible applications of XRP in a central bank digital currency framework. These discussions have been strategic but quiet. Several central banks have previously acknowledged that they are in discussions with Ripple regarding cross-border settlement infrastructure. Rumor has it that part of these discussions involve backup plans in the event that the US dollar depreciates or loses its status as a global reserve. It is not a conspiracy discussion. Major institutions are attempting to future-proof their economies, and it appears that XRP is the instrument they are interested in. The concept is straightforward but groundbreaking. What if banks could utilize XRP as a neutral, liquid digital bridge to immediately convert one central bank digital currency into another, eliminating the need for them to store enormous reserves of foreign currencies? This lessens reliance on any one currency while simultaneously increasing efficiency, similar to the US dollar. This has startling ramifications. The demand for XRP would soar beyond conception in a future when it serves as the currency for international trade and cross-border banking. Imagine daily liquidity pouring across the XRP ledger in the amount of trillions of dollars. To support the global flow of value at that level of transaction volume, XRP's market capitalization would have to grow at an exponential rate. This is the point at which analysts start speculating on those astounding figures. In order to satisfy settlement requirements, XRP would need to be priced between $1,000.00 and $10.00, depending on the anticipated volume of transactions worldwide and the demand for liquidity. Furthermore, that figure might be a little cautious if you take into account that XRP is kept by sovereign wealth funds and other organizations, or is used as collateral. The shopping hoopla is no longer relevant. It has to do with necessity, scalability, and function. The first signs of this change are already being felt. Before significant announcements from Ripple or, changes in the overall economy, XRP whales have been amassing tens of millions of the coin in single transactions in recent weeks. This type of action is deliberate and not random. Unlike regular investors, institutional investors do not experience FOMO. They wait, position themselves covertly, and stock up when prices are low. That's precisely what's taking place right now. While the public continues to question whether XRP can reach $1.00 once more, the major players are buying up on it behind the scenes. In the meantime, Ripple is working with hundreds of financial institutions, obtaining licenses in more than 40 countries and creating corridors that have the potential to handle trillions of dollars in volume annually. The public is only now beginning to realize that something enormous is developing, despite all the indications to the contrary. Let's now address the most pressing issue. What will happen to the US dollar? No, it won't go away right away. However, the global financial scene is changing. A decline in trust in the dollar has been attributed to a number of factors. including inflation, rising debt ceilings, BRICS countries' efforts to de-dollarize, and a growing movement towards CBDCs. In such a setting, decentralized, neutral, quick, and rare assets like XRP begin to appear as viable alternatives, or at least as systemic tools to stabilize the financial system's next stage. The next 12 to 24 months will be crucial for regulatory clarification, adoption, and integration, according to a recent statement from Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple. In all honesty, those 12 to 24 months may also be the most profitable in XRP's history, given what we're witnessing. This is the last word. It doesn't matter if XRP reaches $10,000, 0 cents in the near future. What part will it play in the new financial architecture that is obviously being designed at the moment is the crucial question. Well, if central banks use it as their preferred settlement asset, will the SWIFT network be replaced by it? Will it serve as a cross-border link between CBCs and digital economies? If the Federal Reserve leak is true, the answer to all of those questions may be, well, yes, the writing is on the wall. XRP is becoming into a fundamental asset for the digital age and is no longer merely a speculative investment. It's possible that the global financial reset is actually taking place rather than just imminent. If you're holding XRP for the dollar reset, use the button and share your thoughts about this astounding development in the comments section. Are you prepared for the next step? This film is simply meant to be entertaining and educational. The information is not intended to be investment or financial advice. The marketplaces for cryptocurrencies are speculative and erratic. Prior to making any financial decisions, always conduct your own research.